Good morning, everybody. This is the Petty Cash Podcast, where this podcast represents the last of the Petty Cash. I am your host today, Vinny, a.k.a. VCG Cosplay. Try saying that 3 times fast. Good Lord. Joining me today are... Today.
All right, put him in the closet. He can't talk.
Someone needs
The
coffee.
disrespect I get from this crew. I had a little bit of caffeine, so I'm like... Joining me today are my hosts, Joseph, Danny, Sabrina, Charles. Guys, how you guys doing today?
Doing good. We tried to sleep in, but it was only 9:30 when we woke up.
I know. Well, it was because I was sleeping, but I felt him get up for his presence, and so that woke me up.
So, yeah. Meanwhile, I try and sleep in. I wake up 7:30. It's like, son of a bitch.
I didn't go to bed till like 3 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tying up behind you, I didn't go to bed till 1 o'clock. I set my alarm for 9, and I wake up to... I set my alarm to the 6 a.m. alarm from Five Nights at Freddy's, and I just hear that thing. I'm like... I shut it off, and I sleep for another hour.
Yeah, me, I didn't get up till 7:45. I'm like, fuck me. And I try to. It's just one of those,
no.
you go to your mind is still up and everything. You're just eyes are closed and shit.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, yeah,
damn
no, that's
it."
the worst
4 hours.
feeling.
Nah, so for me, it was just I'm just trying to get everything all in storage, just trying to pile it all up. And dude,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Yep.
that's what my errand was, just this morning.
That's
I mean, just selling shit to Zia and all that.
Plus, we're just getting ready for Mad Monster, too.
That too,
Yeah,
man.
that
A
too,
month
yep.
away. Yeah.
We can't wait.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we have a lot preparing. Me and Charles are going on this trip in June to Colorado. He's going to his own thing. I'm going to Denver, Colorado to meet up with my friend, Little Miss Marshall. Having a great time. And then after that trip, literally the week after, we have Mad Monster. So it's convention after convention. And then I'm just going to be dead.
Yeah. After your conventions, though, it's me with a recruiter now, so that's gonna be fun.
Uh,
Want to come?
Yeah. Actually, yes. Bring me along. I would love to see the recruiter.
This girl is straight!
How'd you put that together so fast, Gump? Because you told me to, son.
Because you told me
God
to, Drew.
damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius.
Do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant.
Yeah, pretty much.
I scream, Lieutenant Dan.
Dan, ask him.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, I know that force.
So I got a couple of things I want to talk about today. First of all, Joe and we want to talk about Transformers Rise of the Beast for a little bit. And relating to our recent discussion about The Flash, the cosplay community has kind of hit a weird hiatus, especially for the Batman cosplayers. So first off, a lot of these cosplayers are independent that actually make a business making the Batman suits, the cowls, the gauntlets, everything.
Yeah.
These guys are phenomenal. They work with you. They're really good at their quality. And it's owning the most legitimate thing you'll ever have when it comes to Batman. Even if you get old, just have it on display. It's the most beautiful fucking thing you'll ever have with a light shutting down on it. And Warner Brothers, for some reason, after James Gunn kind of took over of the Warner Brothers,
Took over DC specifically, not Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Right. But still, though, a lot of people are getting a cease and desist from Warner Brothers of stop making the costumes. There was a company called UD Replicas that I absolutely love.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the little motorcycle jackets.
Yeah. And they made the most legitimate Dark Knight motorcycle suit that actually looks like a representation of the actual suit. And they gave them a cease and desist, so they had to clear out the store. I was so excited because they were making the Batman, the Robert Pattinson version.
I think I remember you talking about this.
Yeah. They had a full promotional picture and everything. I was like, yes. And then nothing.
Wow.
They got rid of everything. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Damn
so now,
WB.
yeah. So now I'm finding out that a lot of these prop makers are trying to protect each other, including the community. They're trying to rename some of the products. One of my favorite makers that I recently discovered, he calls his Michael Keaton 89 the MK89. So that way we're kind of hiding the details of it being a Batman official.
Thanks for selling him out there, Vinny.
Well, it's not even an official. Well, I didn't even say his name, for one. But two, it's just we're changing the names to protect not only the product the product and productivity, but these makers, because we love them so much for what they do, it's like, no, keep going, because there are so many of us out there that love to cosplay as Batman.
Lord knows we won't be getting Hollywood level costume designers coming to our front doors like, hey, you want a Batman suit? Let me measure you.
Yeah, no, like one of the guys I've
Exactly.
been friends with, Will, he makes the most legitimate BVS muscled suits, and he makes Superman, he makes Captain America, he makes all these comic book incarnations of the suits, and they look absolutely beautiful. So next to the Batman cosplay stuff and DC, I figured we could talk a little bit about, more than meets the eye. So Joe and I was it this week or last week?
Last Monday.
Last Monday,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Last Monday, we saw Transformers Rise of the Beast at an early screening, which, Joe, thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome.
This was kind of like a crazy hiatus because we were playing this out, and Joe didn't get off till later. I got off at 2:30, and he's just like, shit, we got
I told you to just go there.
Yeah. So at work, at the last 10 minutes, I grab a bag of clothes. I start going into the sink in the bathroom and just washing up some soap, brushing up my face, my hair, taking some paper towels and just scrubbing my arms and my legs of all the sawdust that's collected on my body.
Yeah, we're monocle and teacup.
Vinny's like that clip from Buster Scruggs where he slaps himself and you just see like the silhouette. Yeah, of like Vinny behind him.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong on that, because that's literally every single day. Like I have to take the air hose. It sucks too. I have to take the air hose. I have to dust myself off. I'll even open my pants just to get the rest of it out. Because you think you're good, you're not. You have to make sure everything is dust off, because you just see poof.
Make sure it's inflated.
Pretty much.
I just see, you putting it around your junk in this dirt pile, just like. So as soon as your feet are on the floor, but as soon as you put that little blower just between your crotches, like.
Not even that. It just goes from the pockets, just poof, like just dust, just debris out of the pants. I'm like, how much more is in here?
It's a cloud.
It really is.
You just walk through a dust cloud.
And all at the same time, I'm over here with my fucking mask on, trying to breathe. And what sucks is the air hose during the summertime, it smells like copper because it's wet.
Yeah.
So you get that nasty, wet metal smell. And I had to let it blow out for a little bit. I'm just like... I'm just like blowing myself off. So I get done. I clock out. I race. I've never raced that fast to a movie theater. Like I was going 80 miles an hour on the freeway. I was just like, Autobots, roll out. Just in my little Sonic.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, the funny little fact, the reason why I wanted the car so much is A, my mom had it, and B, it was because that car came out and was promoted on Transformers 4.
Yeah.
It was like the first model of its kind. So when I saw that car, I'm like, okay, this is actually a pretty cool little vehicle. And eventually I got it because it was fate.
Yeah.
But no, so I get there. And I'm just sitting there in the movie theater lounge. I'm just asking them, where do we line up? And they said, oh, no one's allowed to line up yet. You can go and roam around or whatever. Oh, yeah. And I'm just looking at them like, well, it's hot out. I'm going to sit right here. And I sit next to this girl who's been waiting there even longer than I have. She, too.
Jeez, man. Yeah.
Yeah, she was waiting for hours because they were just telling her, no one's allowed to wait in the lobby. 2 hours later, people started lining up in the lobby. We're just like, good thing we got here first.
Yeah,
because they were not telling the other people the same thing. They didn't bother telling them, sorry, you have to wait outside. No, they told the two people that showed up first. And thankfully, Joe finally shows up, and then we started swapping around between bathroom breaks, and then we lined up, and we started talking to a couple of people, This was the funniest thing. Some people were looking at us like, is this the line for the food? We're just like, no.
There was temptation, yes.
Yeah. We were just tempted. We're like, yes, the line starts way back there. Oh, damn.
They're really good nachos.
Yeah.
These are the best nachos you'll ever have in your life. No opinions.
But, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. And then, of course, we had people talking about certain movies. We had these two annoying ladies in line talking shit about the Flash and stuff like that. And
Oh, dude, yeah, that annoying bitch. Yeah. No, she just had like that tone of like Miss Movie Know-It-all and all that.
Oh,
It's
one
not
of
going
those.
anywhere after this. I'm like, well, you at least entertain, you fat fuck. Like, yeah. Oh, I hate that bitch too. But yeah, no, like she was. Just, I mean, Kool-Aid Lady was just talking, and I'm just like, whatever. Oh like, yeah. With voiced by Charles. But yeah. And so, but there was this other lady that, like, every time you mentioned like an actor's name, she's like, he was hot, and I'm just like,
Oh no! Oh
yeah, she was like the sweet black lady, but she was just like she had the hots for Henry Cavill. She was like, Henry's my Superman. Oh my god. I'm just like, okay.
I just turned the other way, like, yeah, sure. Oh god.
He can swoop down and save me any day. I'm always a damsel.
Yeah. What's funny is, okay, so we were there, and what's funny is, dude, it was funny. Tempe Marketplace, same with that Flash line too. Is that like the lady in front of us, the way before Vinny, like she's all like panicking and they won't get in. And I'm like, usually the first 2 rows are good to go. Anything around 3 and later, you're basically SOL. Like it's kind of like, this could be filled up by VIPs and press and everything.
Right,
we all
right.
know. But luckily, it was just like, all right, you guys go in and everything. And of course, man, I hate how they drag it out to like 6:30 and all that. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, just find your freaking seats, people. And so, no, we got in, of course. Yeah, you were all like, very happy and shit. And so, like, we try to like find seats. Of course, when you go in, of course, back is completely occupied. But there was like this one nice old lady, and she was like with her husband and grandkid, I think. And then, like, she was just like, oh, there's 2 seats up here. And we're like, okay, I guess we'll take it and all that.
no!
And so,
Yeah, they were very nice.
yeah. And no, that, I mean,
And then of course we ran into a familiar face.
well, I don't care about them, but yeah.
I don't either, but we're waiting in line. All of a sudden, I see.
Yeah. Just an acquaintance and all that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, how you were reacting, you were just like, But, I was even tempted to go downstairs and be like, hey, he says hi up there. I got your back. I have no idea who he is.
They turn around. I'm just like this. Give them the middle finger.
Autobots, fuck you.
He actually made the Transformer sounds in case. But, yeah, no. I mean, that one, of course, that set the tone. Like, for like this movie is going to be like okay, but I think it's going to get obliterated the week after. Like, yeah. There's just you just cannot like top fucking Keaton Batman. The prowess of that. Even though, yeah,
I will say this though, like this movie did bring to the floor one, the Transformers look more G1 than they ever have in their lives.
Yes.
So seeing Optimus Prime with that boxed up truck and then Transformers look like G1, I'm like,
yeah, finally.
I'm so excited to finally see him on the screen looking exactly the way he fucking should have. But then it's funny though, because us growing up with the 2008 Michael Bay movies, I can't help but to look back and reminisce on them. Like, that really is just a great design, for what it was at its time. But still, we're finally getting Optimus Prime the way he should have fucking been.
Yeah.
And
so let's talk about Optimus Prime, because like we were pretty much like laughing our asses off. Like, so here's the thing: after the 2007 movie, it was like, we must protect the humans. This is our home and everything.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
And you're just like, okay, man, like Optimus, yeah, he's the leader. He's like, he loves humans and shit like that. He's just so goddamn bitter in this.
Yeah, so it was weird because when we see Optimus show up, he legit looks at this one main character going, "You brought a human here," and just grabs him. I'm like, okay, this is an Optimus who's seen darker days. But in a weird way, I kept thinking about that scene. I'm like, yeah, he kind of would act like that a little bit in real life. Like, if you really think about it, again, our Optimus, calm, gentle giant. Like, he is a very amazing presence. But for some reason, I'm looking at this Optimus like, that is kind of weirdly believable that Optimus would be bitter after everything that fucking happened. And he's trying to avoid human contact. And then he's like, fuck, you brought one of them here? Damn it. I'll deal with you later.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, not the tone I was looking for in Prime, but all right.
But we kept
running.
laughing because, like, Optimus Prime just sounds so suicidal. Like, he's just ready to welcome death, like, again, for, like, the 5th time in, like, ever this character's, like, lifespan.
And
If you've been in this many movies, you'd want to die too.
yeah, like, the weird part to me was, like, okay, so Bumblebee set the tone as the reboot of the franchise, and Optimus then was exactly the way we expect him to be. You know, just being that giant titan of a leader. And then this one really came off. The vibe I got from this movie was this director took Michael Bay's fucking movies and then the new revamped Bumblebee and just mashed them together. And the tones were so different and so off. I'm just sitting here going, okay, at least it's not tying off from the 5th Michael Bay movie or even the 4th, but still, the tone was different to where I'm sitting here going, I'm not feeling the revamp here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It just felt weird watching this movie. And yeah, me and Joe were just going back and forth, like, please let me die. Because, okay, so at the end of the movie, you know, the main human character's trying to save Optimus, and Optimus is like, just let me die. And we're like, that's not Optimus. What the fuck is this?
Damn, dude, what are you doing? No.
I am dying for your sins.
Yeah. It's like, not again, dude. I don't want to go through this.
Yeah, but then, like, again, the whole scene was just weird. Like, me and Joe were just like sitting there going, "Come on, just typical hero saves the day shit." Nothing was really like. I would have been okay with it if it was written well. And that's the thing is that some of these scenes were not written well. Like the one scene that bothered me was this key is so important we cannot let it fall into the enemy's hands. You two go, and it's like what? Like, Optimus, Bumblebee, and RC are hanging way fucking back away from the museum. Meanwhile, Mirage transforms into a garbage truck, and they sneak into the museum so they can grab it and go. Why didn't Optimus just become a truck delivering with his semi-trailer with the 3 Autobots in the back and just stay in vehicle mode until shit happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck? They even did a cartoon episode of this on Transformers Prime where they were all in vehicle mode going to a museum because there was an ancient artifact of Cybertronian technology that held vital information. The entire team was there because they knew how important this was.
Because movie writers work differently than show writers and all that.
I hate movie writers.
Remember, okay, so Jesus, and so in the documentary Superman Lives, like Kevin Smith even quotes, you know, why like they had to change like so many things in a movie script. He's like, why don't we just hire people who actually worked on the product?
Cartoons.
No, not the cartoons, just like the product, like comic book writers. And he says, I swear to you, Hollywood said this. Well, they're comic book writers. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, yeah.
They know how to write dialogue.
Yeah, they know how to. But anyway.
We also know how to write stories.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that actually kind of brings up an interesting point because I'm currently playing the Guardians of the Galaxy game from 2000. From 2021. And here's the thing: the story in there is actually really good. Like, I find myself like, you know, I'm still trying to finish the book you lent me, but I'm like, but I want to see what happens next in the game. Like, it actually keeps like, you know, pulling me back, and I'm like, but I want to read the book. But I want to play the game. I want to read the book, but I want to play the game.
I know you want to play the game.
yeah. And it's just like, but it just goes to show you that, like, you know, good writers can come in many forms, whether it be video games, movies, comic books.
I will say this: the chick in the video game that hits on Drax, damn, she's hot.
The video game character, really.
Yeah. they made her look good. They made her look good.
Oh,
I'm just like,
Okay.
if I was
It's Lara Croft all over again.
We're talking PS1 graphics
If
with
I-
those pointy boobs. You know, like,
man, those were the times.
oh wait,
You all know this.
you're talking about Lady Hellbender?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I see it. Yeah,
If
the
I
death by Snoo Snoo. Okay, I get it. All right.
If I was cool, I would have looked at Drax and be like, yo, man, get some.
Get some what?
It took me a second. I'm like, what lady you're talking about?
No, Drax, just get some,
I do not understand, Quill.
It's like you pull him to the side. It's like, Drax, get some pee.
Oh my god.
Some peas?
Is something wrong with
peas?
I can't.
is something wrong with your neck, Peter Quill?
Pumbaa, not in front of the kids. Oh, sorry. Like, that's the only reason why I can't say the word, because we have a lady present. We got the audience, but... But yeah, you guys get the gist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabrina's like, yeah, I got it. Thanks.
But yeah, no, so story-wise with the Transformers, it was good. Acting was good. The characters were good.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of it was wasted on the whole Peru trip, because it just seemed like every time you listen to this story being talked about, the location was the most important thing on their minds. Was, oh yeah, Peru was so riveting and stuff. It's like, great. How's the story? And of course, the reason why we all went to go see this is those who grew up in the 90s watching Beast Wars.
Yeah.
We got the Maximals. We got Optimus Primal, Cheetor, Rhinox, Airraiser. Weirdly enough, Airraiser was a really big part in this movie. And
Is that the Eagle Falcon one?
yeah, she's a Falcon. But weirdly enough, Rat Trap wasn't in it.
The Predacons were completely...
Yeah,
I was going to say, were the Predacons in there? No.
There was
No.
a cameo of it, like Scourge, the main villain. Whenever Scourge kills a character, he rips off their insignia and puts it on him like a fucking trademark. Like, this is my kill.
It's trophies.
Yeah,
Fine
it's
edition.
trophies.
Yeah.
And he had a Predacon symbol. I'm like, whose was that? Like, I'm more curious to know more about what happened between the Transformers than the humans. Because, again, they do the stupid Michael Bay thing where they focus more on the humans than the Transformers.
Yeah.
It's like, can we go back to what was Transformers, which is focusing the bond between robot and human? Can we stop focusing half the film on these people?
Yeah.
We care about the robots, not the people.
God.
It's like Godzilla movies. We care about the monsters, not the people.
Exactly. And Hollywood doesn't seem to get that. It's like, dude, you're making a movie called The Transformers, not... What was the character's name? Noah and the Transformers. Like, no, that's not how it works.
Noah and the real Transformers?
Also, I'm going to call out my cousin here because he's probably giddy as hell because my cousin's name is Noah. So I'm sure hearing Optimus Prime call him out, I'm looking at him like, you lucky bastard.
Vincent, we must go.
So, quick aside, again, back to the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
All right.
So, talking about somebody that was with a familiar name. So, guess what the name of the llama is in that game?
There's a
I think you probably... Sounds like you played it?
So I haven't played it. I've been watching the animated bits and the Let's
cutscenes.
Plays. Yeah, the cutscenes.
Okay. Well, there's a llama that shows up pretty early in the game and kind of sticks through it. Guess what they ended up calling it?
What?
Any guesses?
No.
Mac?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Just tell me.
Cammy.
Aw.
I was sitting there. I was like, and she says Cammy. I'm like, what? and Cammy was sitting right next to me, and even she like, did somebody say my name?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Aw.
Cameo.
Yeah, cameo, exactly.
A cameo.
Yeah. The only difference is they spelled it with a K, but they the rest of it's correct. AMMY. So I was like, that was funny.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Aw.
That's hilarious.
Anyway,
Cammy's like, what is going on?
Yeah, performances were good. I was just glad to see in my lifetime that the Maximals and Autobots were together.
Oh, yeah.
live action. So I was happy. Like,
Aw,
okay,
that's
good.
good.
I could cross that off the list. And
They
it was-
looked great.
yeah, and so
Oh,
although I will have to say because I really want to wrap that review. I mean, great movie. I maybe want to own it just because it's again it's got the Maximals and all that, but also the very end. That was a fucking what?
that
yeah.
is a spoiler. I cannot even
Yeah.
tell you.
Oh yeah,
Like,
we can. Yeah. Yeah. No. So the very end we cannot share because it was just like everyone was just like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
Yeah, no, I literally jumped out of
Yeah.
my seat. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
The big show stealer was Mirage.
Oh, freaking Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pete Davidson
he
as
did a
Mirage
great
was
job.
great.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He was funny, man.
Oh my god, your face!
I think Danny just lost some brain cells.
I know.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he
He was
hates
great
him.
in King of Staten Island.
He was
He's
so
yeah.
funny.
Mirage. That's the one, the silver Porsche.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in case you guys don't know, he calls himself Mirage because he can make illusions and shit. But
Duh.
That one.
yeah,
I've seen the trailers. Like, wait, he's that one.
Pete Davidson in all these
not
movies
annoying.
right now.
no, he's not annoying. He really does carry a good portion of the film, and he's freaking hilarious. He's just like little tap. There you go. I'm like, you can get along with this guy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Transformers: Rise of the Beast, 8 out of 10 for me, I guess.
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I'll still go see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely worth watching. Like, it's not like the greatest thing, but it is just a fun flick to just enjoy, sit down, shut off your brain, just be like, fuck yeah, giant robots. and again, the argument between me and Joe, again, it's for the characters we have not seen together. Like,
Yeah.
definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of movies,
Mm.
so I saw like on a little ad from like Polak Cinemas. They were like, "Hey, on July 4th, we're going to be having the original Star Wars trilogy." The way that they're actually like promoting the like movies like separately and all that. So it's like you watch it like how it was in 1977. Ha. I'm like, hold on one second. Go on their page, contact us. Okay, there you go. Hey, so just want to make it clear: is it the special editions or the original? Like, just being smart ass about it because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, well, it's a special edition. It's the one that Disney only allowed us.
Then it's not the
Then it's not
19.
the original 1977.
Yeah.
I didn't bother replying. I'm like, this is a fucking false advertising bullshit.
I
Yeah,
hate when they do that.
yeah.
Don't tell us it's the original when it's a Disney
Or tell it,
incarnation.
the people out there, watch it like how it was in 1977. Be like, wow, man, I didn't realize those effects were there back then.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it would have blown people's minds.
no
but-
kidding. Yeah.
I'll take the Project 4Ks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The real way to see
Watch
this.
the original Return of the Jedi with that weird character screaming at the camera. Like, no, it wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't there. Damn it.
No, so yeah, 4K 80 almost. That was the beta that I got. But yeah, it was 77, 80, and 83. And then I think Harmy, he released I think he worked with a couple of those guys. But yeah, if you're going to watch any of those movies in high def, definitely. I'm not saying promoting, pirates or anything like that. Just if you want to watch the authentic versions, definitely look for those. They specialize in 4Ks. Movie that it was weird, going through the forums of originaltrilogy.com. I just see this weird post, and it was like, "Happy Ghostbusters Day! Anyone want to see Ghostbusters in 35 millimeter?" And so I was like, okay, I was like, high def, but I'm like, I checked it out, but I don't know, it just seemed great as grainy and all that. You saw I was like, this is actually good this way. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah,
The grainy version of it.
it's grainy. Of course, when the old ladies walk in, there's these weird green
film
lines.
grain.
And but you're just please tell me it's not in all of it, but it disappears and all that. But I'm like, this is the 35 millimeter, showing of it. So I was like, yeah, I'll download it just because I'm just like, huh?
Is that on Plex?
It's on Plex.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's
And see, that's probably one of the reasons why I actually have a copy of it on Blu-ray and DVD, because the early renditions of Ghostbusters on DVD kind of have that old film uncleared version.
Well, the thing is, I mean, they took stuff from the widescreen VHS, and that was a thing about just converting it to a disc or from Laserdisc.
Mm-hmm.
But with this one though, I mean, these guys, they actually took the film reel and just played it and all that. But all the scratches and there was some voices that were missing. It's small stuff, but it's just wow, this is actually, I would probably want to pop that in and be like, this is probably how it played in 1984. So
Oh yeah, probably.
yeah, there was no digital projections or anything. This was it, on a film reel and everything. So I'm like, yeah, I would probably watch it like this if they if there ever was a 70 millimeter, which not really, but I would be like, okay, I'm happy. Speaking of that, God, I don't know. I really want to save that before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I want to talk about Flash, but I want to wait until you guys get
Yeah, we
together.
still
for
need
it.
to see
Oh
it.
yeah, oh
And
yeah.
then of
Just
course,
a few more days.
and then of course we got to talk about Spider-Verse. Because that was an interesting, fun experience.
Has everyone at the table seen it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Can we talk about it?
It's your episode,
Yeah.
Vinny.
I'm making sure.
Yeah.
All right. So Spider-Verse, shit. All right. Spider-Verse was a long headache, I guess.
Okay. So yeah.
I think you two saw it first, right?
Yeah. Right? Didn't we?
No, all yeah.
The three of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah,
saw
okay,
it.
so
Yeah,
you
we
three
it.
saw it
Yeah,
first, and then I remember you guys messing in the chat like, "Yeah, take some Advil before you see this movie." Like,
Yeah,
that's-
no. So,
No, dude. Okay, so what happened was like the movie was definitely long, but it was like, of course, leading up to the new movie. But it was just like, okay, it's all good and everything, but damn, like the changes of the art palettes and everything like that. It was you could like. There was a moment like I had to like go like a bunch of things are happening on screen, and I'm not. And when I say something like that to this tone, there was just a shitload of things, and it was just like, hold on, wait a second, and all that. Like I'm still keeping an eye on the screen, but I have to wipe my eyes. But also like. And apparently we're not the only ones. There's other people who just like, I got a headache from this show. And
That was me. I got a really bad migraine.
dude.
like,
And
right
like,
after.
I felt it like on the top center of like a head. I was like, oh fuck, like this is not good.
It was really
this is
bad.
not good.
right here on
Yeah.
the temple. Like,
Yeah,
the artwork is absolutely fascinating, but
It's a visual feast for the eyes.
too much for the eyes. Like, man, like the
Yeah.
universe that Gwen came from, it was pretty and all, but the watercolors that they were bouncing around with, I kept watching.
Just stick to one and just
Stop bouncing the colors. Let me focus here, because I literally had to watch everything that's going on around me and focus
Dude,
on it.
I had to look at.
Yeah,
like,
there's
the
so
people.
much going on.
I had to look at people just to like get away from the movie for a bit, and then yeah.
The movie was good. I think it was like what, 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
2:20-ish.
Yeah.
So good movie. Just make sure you're packing yourself some Advil, Aleve, whatever the hell.
Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
And it's okay to
Yeah.
look away from the screen.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
do not watch this in 3D. You'll
Oh, dude, I
regret
can
it.
only imagine like,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I couldn't look away from
Because
the
it's a
screen.
visual
Oh my
marvel,
gosh.
and the references, the little Easter egg tropes they have in there was absolutely
so
fascinating.
many.
And you know what sucks for a movie like that? It's like, okay, there's a movie happening, but hold on, let's look at behind.
Yeah.
that's what happens in a movie too. Like I'm just
Yeah.
looking at everything behind rather than
Yeah,
like
no,
what's-
I'm focusing more on
Yeah.
what's in the background because there's a story there, and it's like
Right.
when we own this on Blu-ray and DVD, you know.
Watch it at 25 speed.
Hey, guy, at the project, can you just pause it real quick?
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Need to name all the different types of
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I swear to God, there's one that reminds me of you in that shot where they show all the Spider-Man. There's literally a Spider-Man wearing a Spider-Man polo and just the mask on.
Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing
That
that.
one, yeah.
I'm like, there's Daddy.
I'll take it. Yeah, so we saw this Wednesday night
Yeah,
because
Wednesday.
because Transformers was coming out. Wednesday night was gonna be the last night. It was gonna be in Dolby Theater. So I'm
Yeah.
like, babe, we're going.
Yeah.
You got no choice. You're coming.
I really wanted to see it too.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
you're
no,
going.
I told him that the headache and the migraine that I had was worth it, even though I was in a lot of pain.
Okay. When did it hit? Like after the movie was done, or like
Not
when?
until like the car ride home was when
Oh,
it hit.
really? Yeah.
Delayed
It
reaction.
hit us
Yeah.
right after.
Because
Yeah.
even me driving, like I didn't get a headache, but like is it just me or like the lights, like the street lights and the car lights, like brighter than normal.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you
yeah.
said that
no,
to me. Yeah.
so we watched
Yeah.
it with Christian too, but we were just like,
every single one was just sitting there going, "Can we not look at each other for like 20 fucking
dude,
minutes?"
what was
Yeah.
great was like everyone walking out of the theater just kind of had like this little look, like eyes wincing and all that. Like they
Yeah.
all went to the bathroom, but it was like,
And I was like,
Yeah.
welcome to my life. I struggle with chronic migraines.
Yeah.
So.
And then,
Yeah.
and then we ran to a familiar face from Comic-Con, and this was God.
Oh, yeah.
These guys were laughing and making a whole joke out of it.
Yeah, we're just like,
Did
and
you see
we're,
that movie?
oh god, and we're sliding.
I like that movie,
Open the
too.
door, get the hell out.
When I realized this one guy, he, I recognized him from Comic-Con because he's always dressing up in like a store-bought costume, hanging around at the convention booths trying to talk to us. And it's like, that's great, dude. Good for you. But we're working business here. Just please go
Even
and
our
do your
days
thing.
and the Ghostbuster cosplay.
Yeah,
There's moments like that where you're just like, okay, that's great. And then, like they just keep going.
But then I see him with Christian. I'm like, oh god, no, run! I'm like, in my mind, I'm just like, I gotta get out of here before I get trapped in the conversation. Sure as shit, because these guys were going slow and they were stuck with him. I'm like, crap. Then he sees me.
Hey, sir, remember me? I'm Fran's hand. I'm kidding. No.
But he's one of those people, like, he's a nice guy, but he pulls one of those conversations where he points out the obvious of what we just saw.
Did you see the good guys winning at the end? Because I had a good time with the good guys winning at the end.
Oh no!
Did you see the video game Spider-Man? Did you see that? That was in the movie.
Did you see Spider-Man do Spider-Man
God.
things? He's Spider-Man in the Spider-Man.
I'm literally standing like this. Yep. And in my
Steve
mind,
is coming out of his ears.
I'm sitting there in my mind, like, I'm going, yep. Back in my mind, just like screaming, like, God,
Just
get me out
smile
of here.
and wave.
It wasn't even like you, just like, like, oh god, I'm irritated. This guy was like sheer irritation and
Oh,
boredom
no.
that even Christian was beginning to walk. Like Christian was about to like
Christian
heal.
was just trying to roll out of there.
No, he would have been like fully healed after that.
Just dragging himself across the floor.
Hey guys, I can walk again.
I've been healed.
But it was like, oh man, like this guy, we're just like, hey, it's one of those like we nod and kind of like we gotta go.
Yeah,
gotta
luckily
go.
they pulled me to the side. I'm like, all right, man, I gotta go. We got things to do. It's like, all right, and then he like brings me in for like a hug and shit. I'm just like, all right.
The unsolicited hug.
And I'm just like, this is why I avoid Comic-Con here now in hometown, because it's just like, these people call me their friend. I'm like, you're not a friend, you're an acquaintance. No offense.
Hey Buzz Lightyear,
don't-
did you see that movie? Did you see they made a Lightyear movie?
These are the conversations I have with so many people, and at this point, this is why I want to be an isolated individual. Hey, Joe, how much sooner can I join the Air Force? Great. 4 years? Bye.
You get there.
I'm gonna be a technical operator.
Wait, no, you can't.
Well, Vinny just... Did you have a fun time in there?
Again.
Did you have a fun time in there, Vinny?
I can see
Back
it.
to this again.
Just me being an MTI. Joe, please pair me up with somebody. I'm sorry, Vinny. He was the only one on the airman list. He was your wingman.
Sorry, sir. I accidentally shot myself.
Did you see he shot himself in the foot? Looks like I'll be your nurse today.
Like, no offense, but he's the equivalent of that annoying kid from A Christmas Story.
Oh,
I
no.
like the Tin Man. Like, that's... That's...
And Danny's dying.
I know. I'm over here just like cringing over all of this. I'm like,
So we'll just name this kid Fanboy. Just Fanboy, like that just follows us. So, and he...
the fanboy follower.
Like Danny's working a table. What are you doing, mister? I like helping with guests too. Can I count the money with you? No,
Like,
go away.
If he was...
Oh no.
Like, if he was waiting in line and Danny had to handle this guy, he'd be
Yeah.
like, did you know he was in the Arrow? Did you see that episode where he teamed up with the Flash? It's like,
that was
I
really
know.
cool.
I know. It's nice
It
guy.
just happened like 3 seconds ago, but did you see that?
Oh,
Nice guy, but at the
no.
same time, it's just one of those people where it's just like, stay away from me.
Anyway, back to Spider-Verse.
Back to Spider-Man.
So for me, I love Spider-Man. So
He
like for me,
loves
this is like a
Spider-Man.
this is like a 9 out of 10. I love this
9 out of
movie.
10? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Just like I need to see this again, not only because I loved it, but like I need to like try and catch more shit because so much was on there. Like, wait,
Yeah.
is that no that one?
Yeah.
No, that's too.
But But see, for that reason, though, I give it a 6 out of 10 because it's like they shoved. It's a beautiful movie, but they did too much with it. Where it's like they didn't even bother putting like a strobe warning. Like, hey, if you get seizures from strobe lights, you may want to be careful.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I can't believe we weren't the only ones. There was like 2 news articles about it. I was like, wow, okay, good. Get it out there.
No,
yeah.
Something needs to be out there.
And apparently they're having to re-release it because there was a lot of complaints to the audio.
Yeah.
As of yesterday, they sent out new copies of the movie because the first 10 minutes with Gwen and like her story, with her playing the drums, you can barely hear her.
It's
talking.
true. Like
Yeah.
I was
The
I
audio
was
wasn't
struggling.
good.
I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I was having a hard time trying to focus on the story, and it was just like, can we tone down the music? Shit.
And also, fun fact: the Peter Parker from her universe is voiced by Jack Wade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Jack Wade?
The guy from The Boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He also during one sequence of that part, he's also wearing the '90s Spider-Man polo. I was like,
Yeah.
Did you see him wearing that polo?
Yeah. I think my 2 favorite characters out of that whole thing was Spider-Punk and Gwen.
Same,
Gwen
yeah.
was a fantastic. Like she was a good character in the last one, but she was even better in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spot was actually pretty good for me. Like, like the
Yeah.
So, like, we all know the spot from the 90s cartoon, you know, with the British accent going, ta-da, the spot. And it's just like, and then this guy's just like, I am the spot. Meet again, Spider-Man. I'm just like, okay, we're actually taking.
cow or a Dalmatian or something.
And what they did with him in this one was actually really surprising. They really gave him an edge to where he's just craving power at this point, recognition.
Yep.
They're kind of pulling the Electro card from Spider-Man 2.
Kind of. Yeah, a little bit.
They kind of are.
A little bit,
And-
yeah.
There's that line that kind of reminded me of Doc Ock for a bit.
Mm.
What
Power of the multiverse.
Yeah,
Palm of my hand. Yeah, I was like, I see what they did there.
But still, though, when he finally got like that amp up power, like the way they made him look like those creepy horror film like chalk drawings, I'm like, okay,
Oh, yeah.
you are on edge, dude.
Yep.
But yeah, no. Between that, it just cracks me up that Peter had a kid and
Mayday.
Spider-Punk
Yeah.
was good. The chai tea joke was great.
Chai tea is tea.
chai.
You like tea.
Oh, I love chai tea.
I did like the Indian Spider-Man. I really enjoyed that character.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah.
The basically the cab driver from Deadpool.
Yes,
that was
yeah,
it.
It was
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
I forgot.
My personal favorite Spider-Man that showed in this movie, besides
course.
Andrew and Toby. So,
Which one?
for those that have watched Spectacular Spider-Man,
Yes.
Josh Keaton actually had a decent bit amount of lines like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
he's back,"
To see him in that multiverse, I was just like, whoa.
and it's in the style of the show. I'm like,
Yeah.
It was really good. Like, again, there's one character I want to spoil a bit, but it's too good of a spoil that I can't say
but
it.
since we've all seen it, it's a quick like if you haven't or guessed it by now, spoilers really quick for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Go, Vinny.
Yeah.
The Uncle Aaron from the live-action Spider-Man universe in the
Prowler. Yeah.
all 3 of us were just kind of like, whoa. Like, just
It wasn't cartoon. It was just
it
live
was real
action.
life. I'm like, see, this is how you do Who Framed Roger Rabbit in this modern time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's like, okay, is that the MCU Prowler or is
It
that
has
just
to
a
be.
random Prowler? I mean, I'll take it either way. Just like,
But then for them to like end it on like a cliffhanger for the second part,
I
I'm like,
know.
I was like when Gwen was in his apartment and then he was in his apartment, like, wait.
I realized something was wrong.
Wait, no.
Yeah. Ugh.
So technically, Olivia Octavius from Miles' universe pulled a spider from the wrong universe, which was Universe 42.
Yeah.
So,
That's where Miles got set. Like, oh no.
which is
Yeah.
why I kind of look at Spider-Man 2099 like, dude, you fucked up.
Yeah, and it was
Uh-huh.
crazy because like around that time, like my headache kind of kicked in, and so I'm like massaging my head a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Oh,
I heard you say he's in the wrong universe, and then I came back to the movie and I was like, wrong universe. Oh, okay.
The
And, like, and I was
realization.
able- as I was able to start thinking again, because like I kind of stopped for a moment because I was like, it was hurting right here, and I was,
Yeah.
But yeah, when you said that, I was like, wait, what? Oh, you're right.
Yeah, no, because as soon as I realized that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, because
Like,
she
yeah.
drops that whole your hair's different, and it's like
Not even that. The
Yeah.
environment was different. Like his art desk wasn't there. None of his posters. I was just like, oh,
I didn't even
Well-
notice that specific a detail. It was when he was talking to his mom, and then Gwen was hearing his parents talk like, "Wait, something's not right."
Well, here's the thing too: is I noticed that, but then I got to wondering. I was like, is there possibly another room that he snuck into?
That
That's
too,
what I
yeah.
thought was maybe what they were going for. But yeah, I wasn't sure.
I thought maybe he would have ended up in an alternate reality where he was Spider-Man but older. But
Oh,
then seeing him
okay.
as the Prowler in that universe, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Man, we gotta wait till March potentially. This movie, okay, Beyond the Spider-Verse, is easily getting delayed. I don't see it making the March release.
I heard
date.
it was delayed.
Yeah.
Not officially. But there's rumors that it might be, but as far as we know now, it is currently still
Just move
coming
it to
out
Christmas.
March 2024.
Christmas season, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, that's what they did with the last one.
And now we got. Speaking of movies, we got fucking Ghostbusters coming out later this year, and it's just like,
I don't think
Yeah.
it's coming out later this year.
No,
They're
it's gonna
still
get pushed.
filming.
It's
still
gonna get
filming,
pushed.
yep.
Yeah.
yeah, it might as well be because I want it to be done right, not done quick.
Exactly.
How much time we got?
48.
48. I'm in. Okay. But yeah, no. This year is just the movie of blockbusters. Again, like with The Flash, we had a great time. Transformers was a great time. Spider-Verse, a headache of a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was telling Will, I was like, even though this migraine really sucks, it was worth it. He's like, don't say that. I'm like, it was so.
You just
good.
won't watch it
was
again
worth
in
it."
theaters.
Yeah,
it,
no,
yeah, it would have to.
no.
Yeah, I have to wait for it like on like.
Yeah.
I mean,
digital, like,
Yeah.
I already pre-ordered
Yeah.
the 4Ks.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
Oh,
watch
wow.
it again in the theaters in 3D just to get the visual effect.
I don't know if I can do it in 3D.
It'd be
no,
like,
no, I couldn't.
you guys will just
no.
get a message of me just being like, Alfred, help me.
Yeah, you just see him like slumped in the corner, like popcorn like drizzled over him, and he's like, I see. And be like, guys, can you come pick me up? I can't drive.
I'll be in the alleyway with the seizure going, Spider, too much 3D. Spider.
Oh my gosh! Oh no!
In the back of the car. Blood poison. Blood poison.
Guys, I was bit by a spider. And be like, what the heck are you talking about?
Next thing you know, my hand's fully fucking swollen. Like, holy shit!
I'm gonna be Spider-Man.
Vinny's just sitting there, and his hands just going.
Oh.
Oh shit!
I started playing with that, the glitchy effect.
Nice.
Shot, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of movies, I thought this was like a hilarious sidetrack I want to talk about. There's this video I posted on my Instagram story. This dude at our age was upset because he found out the two main characters of the Titanic movie are not real.
I saw that video.
What?
Yeah, I saw that
Yeah.
video.
And then to top it off, I've been seeing videos pop up where people are actually saying the event of the Titanic is not real. It's just the movie. I'm like,
Fucking excuse me, no.
you people have to be this. Sorry for using the word, but you have to be this retarded to not fucking split the difference.
Yeah.
It's like it's a real event. The movie is a made-up love story, but the event was fucking real. There's artifacts. The ship is at the bottom of the ocean. You're telling me you can't figure that out?
I mean, barely. That ship is actually, I think, maybe like 5 more years all the time.
And it'll be
Titanic will
fully
gone.
dissolved. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting
Wow.
bad. Yeah.
It's prevalent. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've like there's a museum of the Titanic that's like half the ship in real life. And you can actually go in there and experience like how cold the water was. You can experience the tilt of the ship. You see the artifacts, like the instruments, the life jackets, personal items, everything that belonged to everybody on that ship. And I'm just like, this is a beautiful museum, but also tragic because you're pretty much recreating the environment. Even the staircase. The
grand staircase,
Yes,
yep.
it's been recreated.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Where is this?
Yeah.
Oh God, I'll have to send you a link. I
In
can't
California.
remember. No, it's like in Nevada or something.
Oh no!
like that.
Wait,
They had it
Yeah.
here at one point. They did.
the exhibit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a traveling exhibit, but this is a permanent museum. Like, it's
Okay.
literally half the ship with an iceberg on the side with waterfall and everything, and it's gorgeous.
Interesting. I would check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would totally travel to go out there. So,
Yeah, I mean, even the traveling exhibit was awesome. Like they went all out for it. It was
Celine
good.
Dion is playing over and over. Hard will go on.
Oh my gosh.
So speaking Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, one thing to add. If I saw like a little display of propeller, I'm like, hold on, guys. And just lay on it. Propeller guy.
So speaking of 2 internet videos, one I showed Sabrina this morning. We are all familiar with the cereal Fruit Loops, yes?
Yeah.
What's the flavor of Fruit Loops?
What's the flavor? Cherry, green apple, I think.
Just
Grape.
some sweet sugary cereal. I didn't think it really had a
Orange, key
dedicated.
lime.
I didn't think it had a dedicated flavor.
The
Just when
argument
you're-
is either it's just one flavor or all the colors have their own flavor.
I think all the colors have. No, wait.
I thought they were all just one flavor because
No,
I like.
wait, you're right. They are all just one flavor because even
Yeah.
if you ate them individually, they taste like
They-
kind of like a fruity tropical flavor, but none of them are very distinct.
Right. Yeah.
What do you have on that, Joe?
I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah,
I would
go
have
on.
to retry
Yeah.
it just because, like, I don't remember
Yeah,
if
it's
they
been
have
so
separate
long.
flavors or not, or if it's just one unified.
Well, that's the same thing.
flavor.
If you do Fruity Pebbles, it's just like,
One little one.
okay, maybe this one tastes a little different. Those are Cocoa Pebbles. Oh, darn.
Kind of like Captain Crunch with the berries. Like, Oops, All Berries is one of my favorites, but you can tell it's just a berry flavor with the different colors.
Yeah, just
There's no
fruit coloring.
distinct.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think they try to classify like, oh, this tastes like boysenberry, this tastes like raspberry. It's a berry flavor.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Snozberries? Who's ever heard of a snozberry?
We are the makers of these. The second video that Sabrina knows I'm well versed in now is a hot dog a cannoli.
Oh no! You're talking about this.
Oh, wait, I've seen that. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
a hot dog a cannoli? No, it's not a cannoli at all. It's just a sandwich.
Is a hot dog's a sandwich?
A hot dog is a sandwich.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
2 buns with meat in the middle. That's a sandwich.
That's not a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
A sandwich is 2 separate pieces of bread. A hot dog bun is one thing.
You could split the bun in half, and boom, that's 2 pieces of bread with the meat in the middle. It's still a sandwich.
It's not a sandwich.
It's a courtesy sandwich.
That's like saying
Courtesy
that's like
sandwich.
saying seaweed is sea bread, which it is.
it is.
Charles, you were Googling.
You bastard!
No, I was Googling because I was like, it's been so long since I had a cannoli. I was like, what the fuck's a cannoli again?
Oh!
I had to Google that. I was like, oh, that thing. Okay.
What is a cannoli?
Yeah.
Seaweed is sea bread.
It's hot dog is a snack sandwich to me. That's all it is.
It's hot dog is its own thing.
A hot dog is freaking bread and meat. Moving on.
Seriously, yeah. But no, like I just wanted to bring up that video of the dude with the Titanic thing because it's like, man, you people really need to learn how to separate films.
It's like, wait,
in
Rose is
real
not a
life.
real person?
No, I'm roasting people in general that people can't separate films in real life. It's like learn to separate certain things and accept it. Like, God sakes.
Well, the thing that blows my mind in this day and age of technology is that people can't like do a simple Google search and be like the Titanic and look it up and be like, oh wait, this is actually based on an actual real
Yeah.
thing. There's these old school photos that no doubt would show up if you did an image search.
It's like the flat earthers.
Exactly.
That-
yeah,
that's
yeah,
still
God,
to this
that's
day-
shit.
Those assholes that still try to prove the Earth is flat. It's like you realize there are camera shots from space and on Earth of the globe, literally in a curvature.
And-
It's not flat.
Yeah, and the fact that like some flat earthers, in an effort to try and prove the Earth is flat, air quotes, they've proven, oh wait, no, it actually is curved. Huh, that's weird. You know,
Go rethink your life.
Yeah, exactly. And then somebody actually even did a really cool thing where they like stabilized the camera and actually it showed the rotation of the Earth.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
wow.
really
Yeah.
It's
cool.
a beautiful shot.
Yeah,
It's
and you actually see the Earth rotating.
It's
Yeah.
in
Wow.
super speed, and you just watch the clouds in the sky go by super fast,
Yeah.
and it slowly turns. It's like
Yeah, and then it goes into night, and then it's like, oh wow,
Oh,
and then by the time
interesting.
like the camera gets to about here, and then like it stops because obviously the camera would have, you know.
Yeah.
Right. But,
Yeah.
that's so
Oh,
It was so cool though.
if I ever have a computer, like a PC computer, I want that as like my background when it goes into sleep mode. Just have that on the background, just of the Earth rotating, because it's such a beautiful shot.
And then I would have the Death Star, like, you know.
Have the
Well, it was fun, gents. Violins.
have the Death Star, have Optimus Prime just staring off into the stars.
Finally.
Sweet relief.
Joseph, please let me die.
No, after this, I can't.
I've already seen you die too many times.
or that Lumily from Mario movie, death.
Sweet release of death. Finally, mercy.
Were you able to get the tin, the star tin
No.
one?
Damn
no,
it.
I didn't either.
Joe found some eBay listings, but they're like triple the
Oh, of
price,
course.
and
Well,
it's
triple
like
the price. There was one that
it's
was
like,
like a
fuck
good
you.
double. Like, actually, I'm kind of curious. So, the one that was on bid was like 24. Of course, that thing's gonna skyrocket.
it's gonna skyrocket.
It's like 3 more days now. But like,
So while he looks that up, I was
Yeah.
actually at Best Buy the other
Bless you.
day. I was at Best Buy the other day looking up the Steelbook edition of Super Mario, but those were all sold out. So
Oh, it has the mushroom on it.
yeah,
Oh.
I really wanted that one, but they didn't have it, so I was like, okay, whatever. It's no big deal. I'll just pick up the copy where it is.
Well, I managed to finally find a 4K copy at Walmart and yesterday, and so I was like, I just grabbed it. It was funny. It was like the last one that I found on the shelf. It was buried behind a couple other Blu-rays. So I was like, oh, hey, there you go.
Similar to me, I bought the last 4K copy out of the Scottsdale Walmart.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
But yeah, no. So after this, I got my convention coming up. I'm gonna meet Peter Cullen, and just recently announced Ron Perlman. I'm just like,
It became $54 now. 31 bids now. Like,
Not
Wow.
surprised.
yeah.
I mean, at least the way I see it is that if it's a bidding, I'm okay with that because now it's the people that are deciding the price, But for those that are just like, ooh, I bought like 10 of them. Here it is for $80. Fuck you.
plus shipping.
Yeah.
All right.
Shipping is the worst part of it all.
Yeah, fuck you. You
Fuck
know,
you,
like no,
motherfuckers.
if you hadn't fucking done that, there probably would have been people that could have actually gotten one at retail price. Instead, you're doing that.
I hate now that eBay does this. Now it's like, okay, $60, 0 bids, or buy it now with $10 plus shipping. You gotta click on it. Okay, maybe like $70. Or just buy it right now. No, if you want to buy it now, that's $90.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Fuck
I
that.
like how they don't add that part anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
have to click on it just so like, fuck you.
Yeah, thankfully,
Yeah, 'cause it's
thankfully
trending.
your presents came with free shipping.
Yeah, thank you.
You cheap bastard.
It was expensive, okay? I'm glad it was free shipping.
I know, like God forbid these days, shipping is getting so expensive. If I could find out on free shipping, I'm like, yay! If it's
Did you
too
give
much,
Peter Cullen an air hole in the crate? What? Oh, no. The birthday gift. Yeah. You said you were giving me like a voice from like Peter Cullen.
yeah. So there's this option for the ultimate Peter Cullen fan experience. You pay for autograph, signature, a special voice message by Peter Cullen, and you get to attend his panel. And there was
Wow.
a timing for that panel, so I chose 11 a.m. on Sunday. Luckily, my friend Little Miss Marshall, she is going to be working her booth with her Legions groups. I'm like, cool, I'll just do that. Excuse you.
Sorry.
And
I thought I was muted.
and but yeah, no. So I did the option. It was kind of a pain in the ass because I had a hard time trying to get the names on there. But basically, I was able to get Joe's name on there, saying "Happy birthday, Joseph Login, transform and roll out."
I know. I'm worried about how he'll
Aw.
pronounce my last name. I'll be like,
Joseph Login.
Joseph Lillegan. Close enough.
Joseph Lilligan.
But the
Well, at
best-
least he's not trying to say my last name.
Charles Coop.
Charles K. That is one hell of a last name.
after saying that name, please just let me die.
That's the title of this episode. Please just let me die.
But the best part too was it actually gave the option of having 150 characters.
Oh.
You're gonna update. Please just let me die.
I did happy birthday to Joseph Login and Vincent Gonzalez.
Really?
You fit it in there.
Really?
We're gonna crop that shit so he has one and I have one.
It's actually pretty damn smart.
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Two
Okay.
games in one? Like we're paying $300. You might as well.
I can't wait to just to turn it.
He's gonna be looking at me like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Joe's new ringtone.
My biggest
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Shut it off.
my
Every airman sleeping. Happy birthday. Shut that fucking phone off.
they're gonna just start calling you like Bumblebee or something.
what you're gonna do is splice out where it's like, come in, Joseph the Login. This is Optimus Prime. Come in, Joseph the Login.
Sorry, guys. Like, holy Jesus! What the hell is that?
What the fuck is that? What is that private login?
Oh man!
I know.
I mean, it's an empty room. Of course, it's gonna echo.
Echo. The person upstairs is hearing through the AC, like. They're like, what the hell are they doing down there?
What
the hell are you doing?
You got the one person on the floor that the person that lives with them. What the hell are you doing? Shh, I'm listening to entertainment.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, I actually recently met those neighbors, but apparently those neighbors told me that the neighbors above them were super loud, like 24/7, and I'm like, I am so
Wait, are they stompers
sorry.
or talkers?
Wait, what? Oh, those neighbors? They're like, oh, they play like super loud music and like super loud talking and always moving things, and I'm like, I am so sorry because I only hear you guys. I don't hear above you guys.
Luckily.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up this episode of just talking a bunch of movies and nerdy shit. Yeah, so this is your host, Vinny.
Joe?
Danny?
Sabrina.
And Charles.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, slow down, chew your food, and please let me die.
Yes.
I know you wrote them down like a long time ago on note cards.
Well, not those ones. Like I was talking about like recent events and stuff like that. But I think we kind of covered that a little bit in this episode. So I think we're just gonna follow my lead on this one. It's gonna be about like cosplaying, arts and crafts.
All right.
All right, cool.
Okay.
And then we can talk about like the seriousness of it. Did we ever do anything like that, or am I just?
No, as far as I know, we haven't done like specific cosplaying episodes.
We haven't. Okay, so I just want to double check and make sure I'm not repeating anything. Joe, what do you think?
Your episode, man. Go ahead.
All right, because I have no idea what to talk about.
We could just do
shit.
an open floor. We could just do open floor episode.
Yeah, we could do that.
could.
Because I wanted to talk about Spider-Verse. And see, there's why. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, we
so
could talk
good.
Transformers if you like.
he hasn't seen it yet.
I
and
haven't
he's-
seen it.
You can talk about it.
Are you guys sure?
I'm not gonna see it.
All right, so we'll do.
Okay. Well,
I want to see it.
yeah,
but
yeah. Don't
so-
spoil it. That's just yeah.
Damn it! Because there's a certain scene that itches my skin that I hate so much as a script writing, and it's just like, God, why did you write it like this?
You know he needs that.
Okay,
Charles keeping an eye on it. Like,
my tripod. Who gives a shit?
No. I'm fine. I'm just like trying to make sure, like the mind doesn't go like from your.
Parker, where's my pictures? Shut up, get out. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Yep.